Good morning, students. Hoping you are taking good care of yourself. Today, we are going to start with the history chapter, the Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultanate was a major Muslim sultanate from 13th to the 16th century in India. It stretched over large parts of the Indian subcontinent for 320 years. Five dynasties ruled over the Delhi Sultanate sequentially: Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty, and Lodhi dynasty. Sources: we come to know about the Sultanate period mainly through Tariq. These are historical records written in Persian language. Historians like Ziauddin Parni, Shams-e Siraj, Minhaj-us-Siraj provide detailed account of court proceedings. Inscriptions found on old coins, historical monuments, milestones, etc. In addition to these, there are travelogues written by Marco Polo, Ibn Battuta, and Al-Baruni. Until the end of the 12th century, it was Prithvi Raj Chauhan who ruled on the Indian land. During his reign, he fought many battles, out of which the battles of Tarayan, fought in 12th centuries, were crucial. Muhammad Ghori, after winning the second battle, he started his exploitation in India. Soon after that, he returned to his kingdom and left his trusted lieutenant and former slave Kutubuddin Aibak behind to rule on his behalf. This marked the beginning of the slave or Mamluk dynasty in North India. Mamluk is an Arabic word which means owned slave. The sultans who followed Kutubuddin Aibak were slaves too. That is why this dynasty is also called Slave Dynasty. Kutubuddin Aibak ascended the throne of Delhi in 1206 AD and became the first Turkish sultan to Delhi. He was a good diplomat and possessed practical wisdom. He suppressed internal rebellions and foreign attacks. He captured Delhi and made the famous Kila Rai Pithora his home. He was a kind hearted king. He was called Lakh Baksh or donor of lakhs because of his generosity. He was also a pious Muslim. Aibak started the construction of Quatul Islam Mosque and the Qutub Minar, which were among the earliest Muslim monuments in Delhi. He could not complete them. He also built a mosque at Ajmer, Dhai Din Ka Chompada. Do you know, children, why was it named so? Yes, it was built in 2.5 days. In 1210, Aibak died in an accident while he was playing polo or chogan. He fell from horseback and was severely injured. He was buried in Lahore. After his death, his inefficient son Aram Shah was placed on the throne by his officers at Lahore, but he was killed and defeated by Iltutmish. Iltutmish was the third of Mamluk kings. He is said to be the greatest ruler of slave kings. He assumed the title of Shamsuddin. He was a member of Ilbari tribe. When he was young, he was sold as a slave to a merchant named Jamaluddin. He took him to Delhi and sold him to Kutubuddin Aibak. He ascended the throne of Delhi at time of crisis. He defeated Yildiz and Kobacha and pushed them out of Punjab. He conquered Rajput kingdoms. He brought Bengal and Bihar under his control. He created his own group of 40 nobles from among his loyal and capable slaves called Turkane Chehelgani. He also introduced Iqtadari system. The territories of Sultanate were divided into areas called Iqtas. The nobles were made in charge of these Iqtas, and owners of these Iqtas were known as Iqtidars. He was first Sultan to face the Mongol menace. He saved India from Genghis Khan by refusing shelter to the ruler of Persia. He was the first Sultan to mint gold and silver coins. He shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. This was the beginning of the glorious period of Delhi. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar. He built a mosque at Badaयूं. He built a tomb made of red stone for himself in Delhi. He died in 1236 CE. His sons were incompetent, so he named his daughter as his successor. Children, we'll continue with this topic in next video. Thank you.